Welcome to K-Zone. Today, we will share about Operation Red Dawn, the capture of Saddam Hussein, Iraq 2003. Let's start. Operation Red Dawn stands as a pivotal moment in contemporary military history, as it led to the capture of one of the most notorious figures of the 21st century, Saddam Hussein. Executed by a coalition of U.S. military forces in December 2003, this operation brought an end to the extensive manhunt for the former Iraqi dictator, who had evaded capture for several months following the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq in March 2003. In this video, we will delve into the intricacies of Operation Red Dawn, exploring the key factors leading up to the operation, the meticulous planning and execution, and the global significance of Saddam Hussein's capture. Background: Operation Red Dawn was the culmination of a months-long, worldwide manhunt for Saddam Hussein, who was overthrown from power following the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq in March 2003. Saddam Hussein's capture was of paramount importance to the Coalition Provisional Authority (CPA) and the U.S. government, as he represented a symbol of the former regime, and his whereabouts remained a mystery since the fall of Baghdad. The manhunt. The search for Saddam Hussein involved a combination of intelligence efforts, special operations, and on-the-ground intelligence gathering. The U.S. military and intelligence community worked tirelessly to piece together the puzzle of his whereabouts. Intelligence gathering. A crucial component of Operation Red Dawn was the acquisition of actionable intelligence regarding Saddam Hussein's location. This intelligence came from a variety of sources, including informants, intercepted communications, and previous knowledge of Saddam's patterns and routines. Tactical planning. The planning of Operation Red Dawn required meticulous attention to detail. U.S. Special Forces, including the 4th Infantry Division and elements of the U.S. Army Special Operations Command, prepared for a mission that aimed to capture the former Iraqi dictator without significant collateral damage or loss of life. The execution. On December 13, 2003, Operation Red Dawn went into motion. A tip from an informant led the U.S. military to a remote farmhouse near the town of Ad-Dawr, Saddam Hussein's hometown. Special Forces operators, including members of the elite Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, and other units, surrounded the target and moved in to capture the fugitive. The operation unfolded under the cover of darkness, with helicopters dropping troops near the farmhouse. After a brief firefight, Saddam Hussein was captured without injury, along with a small group of associates who were hiding with him. The mission was swift and successful, and Saddam Hussein was taken into custody. The capture. Saddam Hussein's capture was a turning point in the Iraq War. The former dictator was found in a concealed underground hole, disheveled and armed with a pistol. The images of his capture were broadcast around the world, solidifying the end of his rule and marking a significant achievement for the U.S. and its coalition partners. International reaction. The capture of Saddam Hussein had a profound impact on the international stage. World leaders, including U.S. President George W. Bush and British Prime Minister Tony Blair, praised the operation as a crucial milestone in the war on terror and the stabilization of Iraq. The United Nations also welcomed the capture, and many nations saw it as a step towards the restoration of peace and order in Iraq. However, The event also raised concerns about the future of Iraq and the challenges that lay ahead. Domestic and regional implications. In Iraq, the capture of Saddam Hussein was seen as a major victory for the US-led coalition and the interim Iraqi government. However, it did not end the insurgency in the country. Instead, it served as a catalyst for a new phase of the conflict, with various insurgent groups intensifying their attacks. Domestically, in the United States, the capture of Saddam Hussein provided a much-needed boost to public morale and increased support for the Iraq War. It was seen as a vindication of the Bush administration's policies and the efforts of the U.S. military. Trial and execution. Following his capture, Saddam Hussein was held in U.S. custody and later turned over to the Iraqi government. He was put on trial for various crimes against humanity, including his role in the Anfal genocide campaign and the 1982 massacre in Dajjal. In December 2006, he was sentenced to death by hanging, and the sentence was carried out on December 30, 2006. Legacy. The legacy of Operation Red Dawn is multifaceted. It symbolizes the ability of the U.S. military and intelligence community to track down and capture a high-value target. It also marks the end of Saddam Hussein's rule in Iraq and his subsequent trial and execution. The capture of Saddam Hussein did not, however, bring about lasting stability in Iraq. The years that followed saw continued violence, insurgency, and political upheaval, leading to a protracted conflict that lasted for years. The operation is a reminder of the complex challenges associated with regime change and nation building. Operation Red Dawn remains a significant chapter in modern military history. It represents the successful culmination of a global manhunt for one of the most notorious figures of the 21st century, Saddam Hussein. The planning, execution, and impact of the operation have left an indelible mark on the world stage, shaping the course of events in Iraq and the broader war on terror. Saddam Hussein's capture, trial, and execution served as a milestone in the pursuit of justice for his crimes, and the operation itself showcased the capabilities of U.S. Special Forces and intelligence agencies in their quest to bring fugitives to justice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget like, share and subscribe.